Yo, what's good, fam? Agent O here, and today I have the Mezco 112 exclusive blade, I guess. This was actually kind of weird the way they turned this out so fast, because it was just up for pre-order like last month or earlier. Was it earlier this month or last month? I think it was earlier this month, and then now it's already out. And I think that's the reason, because it was supposed to originally be a con exclusive, and since there's no cons because of Corona, they had to sell it anyhow. They had to sell it in some way, shape, or form. So this is it, and I'm actually digging the smaller box. I think this is just way more efficient and cost effective, and it should cost less to ship. There's a little ooh to let you know it's exclusive, ooh, whatever. It's so stupid. But I mean, I hate con exclusives. It's just a way for collectors to hurry up and grab up something so they can lord it over other collectors, to say like, ooh, I got this special thing that you didn't get because you didn't go to the con. And it's also a hotbed for scalpers, because they'll go there, buy up all the things, and then turn around and sell them for an exorbitant price. So yeah, you know, don't support scalpers, like AYINDI'S always says. But yeah, this is the box. Nothing special. I do like the image on the back, even though I'm gonna get into this particular version of Blade once we get in and get this box open. So yeah, let's get to it. And here we have, I guess, Ultimate Blade, or Blade DX, Double X, or Super Duper Blade. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Kind of has a Delroy Lindo vibe in his face to me for some reason. I don't know why. That's just the first person that he reminds me of. This is, I've always wanted a blade with the tactical vest. If you watch my original review of the first version of this figure, I said this figure needed a tactical vest, and Mezco, I think they always had this planned, because I saw this figure last year. I'm on a Mezco Facebook group, and somebody had posted pics of this, and I had sent Strident, I think I sent him the pics, or I sent him a message, and then later on he saw the pics himself and was like, yo, is this the figure you're talking about? And I was like, yeah, and we were basically both like, yeah, this looks official. And yeah, and it's finally here. Mezco denied it, but I knew they were full of crap when the person initially showed those pictures, because I think they also posted it on Twitter, and the Mezco Twitter said no, it's not an official figure, but they were lying, and I knew they were lying, because they've done this in the past where they accidentally let something slip and then they denied its existence, and then later on down the line it was like, oh yeah, that thing you saw that we denied, it's actually the real deal. I was like, this looks too good to be a bootleg. And of course it wasn't. So yeah, this is it. I'm not going to go into all the articulation and all that. It's exactly the same as the previous Blade figure. You can just go back to my original review and check out the articulation and all that. I mean, it's standard fare for Mezco anyhow. So the one thing I will say is that the tack vest, you would think with that it's segmented on, you know, on the torso area, that it would allow for more range of motion. It would allow you to do the ab crunch. It kind of doesn't. You do have to push, because you can't get some ab crunch out of it. You do have to push, but I think it's more from the hip articulation, the hip rotation, than more so than the actual ab crunch, just because this gets in the way. I'm not really complaining, because I wanted a tack vest, and this is a nice tack vest, and it's removable, because I'm pretty sure they knew people were going to want to take this and put it on other Mezco figures, so they made it removable. Which is fine, whatever. Or they want to maybe put it on a different Blade figure, on the other Blade figure. I actually like this soft goods version, because I always felt the pleather on the first version would deteriorate over time, and I feel like the fabric will last a lot longer. And plus, it's kind of like, this is Blade 1, this is Blade 2. Don't mind this vest. This was a vest I got from Nada Studio. I just got it as a kind of like his I'm chilling in the streets vest or whatever, rather than just having the shirt. But yeah, this is okay, but it's not my favorite version of Blade. I've never liked this head sculpt. I've never liked this head design with the, I don't know if this is supposed to be a tattoo, or if it's supposed to be his hair and he just cut it, because in the comics it's like kind of like in the shape of a lightning bolt. I see that Mezco was kind of lazy with that and they just put it as a swoosh of some sort. But yeah, in the comics it was a lightning bolt, and I always thought it looked stupid. And once again, it's like another bald-headed black guy. Like, we've got that. We have so many of that. Luke Cage is bald-headed. Like be interesting with your designs. There's tons of reference out there of different African American hairstyles and whatnot. Very dynamic looking African American hairstyles that you could take from and get influence to make him look more dynamic looking. This is just generic, mustache and a soul patch and bald head. Like, that's it. It doesn't, even with the sunglasses, I don't think it makes it look that much more dynamic. I'm just getting one of the glasses, and I'm not even a fan of the red with the red lenses. It's not that, I just don't care for it. I don't know. I don't like this, as I'm like fumbling with his sunglasses, I just don't like this this head sculpt. So this is not what I would call my ideal version of Blade. So therefore, we are going to remove this head, and then we are going to put the more Wesley Snipes centric Blade head on there. I mean, that just already looks better. This is what I would like to see. He's got an interesting hairstyle. It's a box fade with the hair at a point in the front with the widow's peak. It just screams character to me. It screams more interesting than just another bald-headed black guy. I know that looks cool. I know that's somebody's definition of cool looking, and it is cool. I rock a bald head, but not every black character in comics or media or whatever has to be bald-headed and black. Has to be bald-headed. They can be black, that's fine, whatever. But they don't all have to be bald. So this is a step closer to what I deem my ultimate version of Blade. Now, with the back, which was, I think, a kind of an issue for me, was that you cannot remove the sword holding piece that's on his vest. It does hold the blade. It does hold his sword pretty nicely, though. But yeah, it can't be removed, which is unfortunate. And I do have a second trench coat. This was also from Nada Studio, and so I'm going to leave the original trench coat with the original Blade figure, the first one, and I'll just cut a slit in the back of this, and that way this could poke through, and this will be his trench coat for this Blade. And then, and only then, is this, our ultimate Blade. So, I'm just going to get this on. It's real easy. Like so. Just way easier to take the hands off to get the jacket on. Because I feel like Blade isn't complete. Whoops, wrong hand. Jeez, I feel like Blade isn't complete without the trench coat. It's just, I think that's become his signature look, since the movies. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Wesley Snipes movies. I was actually bittersweet when I found out that Mahershala Ali was going to play the character instead of Snipes. I get it, and I like Mahershala Ali. Don't get me wrong. I think he's good in the things that he's in, and I think he'll be able to carry out the character. I just feel like Wesley Snipes was like the whole package. He could act and he can do martial arts really well. So it was like we get everything with him. So that's why I was kind of sad to see him not be able to reprise the role. But now we've got Ultimate Blade. Now this is what I consider DX, or whatever they want, whatever Mezco calls it. This is DX Blade right here. Just give him the sword. once I cut that slit in the back so that this can poke through. And this is complete, man. This is what I like. I do like this pistol as well. I kind of wish he came with 2 pistols instead of just the one. Even though I know you can't, you can only put, he needs to have his bandolier for his stakes, because that's also part of the look. But I do like this pistol. I do like the fact that it, that the hammer slides back, or the top of the gun, I guess, the slide, I guess is what it's called. I don't know. I'm not a gun guy. But he's got the tactical flashlight, and this slides back to show the barrel. I think that's pretty cool. The clip does come out, and you can kind of leave it dangling out, kind of like it's an extended, make it look like it's an extended clip, like this thing shoots rapid fire bullets, if you want to do that. The other clip that was originally in the gun will not stay in the gun. It just will hang out like this, and I'll push it back in, and then I'll be messing with the figure, and then it'll fall back out. But this one, the second clip, because I gave you 2, this second clip stays in really nicely. So this is going to be the clip that I'm going to keep in there, and hopefully it doesn't ever fall out and get swallowed up by my carpet. And yeah, everything else though is pretty standard with the original release. The stakes, his throwing glaives, the shotgun, the SMG, the multiple hands, his signature katana sword or blade sword or whatever you want to call it. All that comes with this figure as well. The same thing with the effects for the shotgun and the SMG. I mean, it's all there. And it's all good. So yeah, I mean, I can't really say too much more about this figure other than I'm happy I finally got the blade I want, because it just sucks that I had to buy 2 blades to get the one I wanted. That blows, you know, especially because these guys are not cheap at all. So anyway, that's gonna pretty much do it. I'm keeping this super short, even though I've already gone over 10 minutes. But yeah, that's all. That's all, that's all, folks. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. It's like I said, it sucks for people that missed out. I think my boy Strident missed out on this too. The timing on this was just really weird, and it just blows that that not everybody could get this figure. And it sucks that there were, as soon as this figure dropped for pre-order, there were people on eBay trying to scalp already. They were like, I mean, literally the day of, because I almost forgot to pre-order this guy on the day of. I happened to hop on Facebook and somebody made a post about it, and I was like, oh crap, let me see if there's still any available. And there was. And at the time when I pre-ordered, there were still figures available, but there were already people on eBay already hawking it for double the MSRP. And I just think that's just really foul and just sick, because those people probably used multiple accounts to buy more than 2 figures, because it's limited to 2 people on an account, 2 orders on an account. So some people had multiples ordered, so which means that's multiple people that didn't get a chance to get the figure because of greed, basically, and somebody's trying to cake off on selling figures on, you know, in the aftermarket, and that's terrible. And I hope, and it sucks because they had to since the pre-orders were done, they had to get it through the aftermarket, and so they had to pay that extra money, which is too bad, and it's terrible, and I wish people wouldn't support that. And I think Mezco could have said they were going to do a second run for, depending on how well the first run sold, they would do a second run, and then that way people who missed out could at least wait until then and not submit to the scalper prices. I think that would have been a better business move on Mezco's part, especially since Mezco stands to gain money from that, rather than let the scalpers make money, unless it's them doing the scalping as well, which could totally be a possibility. But anyway, leave your comments on the comments section below if you guys liked what you saw, which really wasn't a whole lot. I was just basically talking about how much I like this figure and customizing, doing a light customization to make it the blade I want. Please, let me know what you guys think. Please like the video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button to stay up on my content. Also, if you haven't checked out already, check out my second channel. It's Agent OP. It's my gaming channel, and I'll be uploading more videos. I've got one up right now. I'm working on a few more. There are, you know, this month, like right at the end of the month, I've gotten like, I'm about to have like 4 figures I got to review that are coming in the mail. One should be here tomorrow, and then I don't know when the other one will show up. But yeah, just stay tuned and like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and I will catch you guys on the next video. I'm Agent O, and I'm out. Peace.